I'm Blog Daddy Nate, and welcome to the Thunderdome. Let me just set this timer quick to make sure I don't spend too much time not doing dishes. We got this timer to help Wes with transitions and to sort of externalize the responsibility of parenting. So now when the timer goes off, we all just cry and yell at the timer. It's not me, it's the timer. This will actually also help her with the transition into her likely future of living under the control of our violent robot overlords. And really it's for Viv and me because, I'll say, okay, we're going to get dressed in 5 minutes, and then I get doing dishes or something, and Viv decides to break ground in an addition to our house, and all of a sudden it's July, and none of the clothes I picked out for her are appropriate for the weather. So, yeah, I guess I also have a problem with time. Although most of my problem is not usually losing track of time, but obsessively being aware of the linear nature of time. I hate it. It just keeps going. A couple years ago, I found an old audio cassette featuring a song I wrote when I was 6 called Time Flies. The chorus goes, "Time flies, the clock moves unbelievably fast. I won't lie, I can't stand it or keep up with it. I think I'm gonna die. I hate it." 6 years old. I've always hated it. And watching these kids grow up is really not helping. It's like a time lapse. But I have to tell you, when I'm at home with Adrian, putting him down for a nap or giving him his bath or a bottle or doing tummy time, no time lapse. It's slow motion. It's so boring. He has nothing to say. Not a ton going on in that 1 ton head of his yet, but he'll get there. He's actually already kind of coming online. He's figuring out his hands, which is a relief because as he was trying to wrest control of his limbs, he used to make a fist and put it out in front of him and just yell at it. Ah, why won't you do what I want? And this new really cute thing he's learned to do with his hands is that when I'm holding him, he'll take his little thumb and dig it all around in the veiny part of my wrist. By the way, it's not cute. It feels really bad, really gross. Like he's trying to get under those veins to tear them out. Or like he's a tiny little robot trying to hack into my central nervous system via my forearm. And hey, I don't blame him. There's no central system more nervous than mine. So get in there, kid. Plus, this actually might help me with the transition into my likely future being eviscerated by our robot overlords. So, yeah, I'm going to be too old. They'll just harvest me for my electricity. So, I know you guys come here for wisdom. So, get ready. Here you go. It's time. Get your Palm Pilots out and take a note. In my admittedly limited experience, the biggest difference between parenting boys and girls is that boys are babies and girls used to be babies. That's the biggest difference. Wes is no baby anymore, she'll tell you that. She identifies now as a kiddo, which I like, because kid seems condescending, girl seems unnecessarily gendered, Sarah is not her name, and she is, she claims, not a monkey sailboat, so. Despite my asking her every fucking day, still not a monkey sailboat. Why am I surprised she doesn't like me? Oh, because I'm dumb. And because I guess I didn't have a plan for her being smart enough to be able to understand, to quote Sir Chris Tucker, the words coming out of my mouth. I had cats for a very long time, and once they start walking around, which is immediately, that's about it. The milestones are mostly like, oh, nice, it shits in a box now, and oh, I guess it's not getting any bigger, and then, oh no, it doesn't shit in a box anymore, and then dead. So with Wes, basically everything after walking around, I'm just flying blind. Which I love. It's how I would fly if I was a pilot. Eyes closed because I'd be so scared. Why are you letting me fly the plane? I don't know how to fly a plane. And plus my eyes are closed. What can I say? I love being scared, which is lucky for me given my lifetime crippling anxiety. Whee! Also, full disclosure, I still haven't gotten Wes to shit in a box. And by the way, I know I like to say that she doesn't like me, but the other day at breakfast, Wes was singing a little song while Viv and I were chatting about something, probably something super smart, like Faust or a math equation or the history of jewelry or something. So we were kind of tuning Wes out, but I slowly realized that she's pointing at each of us singing, I like you, and I'm like, oh, so sweet. And then when she gets to me, she says, I don't like you. So maybe that's why I feel like she doesn't like me. That song. I can take a hint. Actually, and she has no way of knowing this, sometimes I can't take a hint, so I kind of appreciate her candor. That's my favorite superhero, by the way. I am Candor. I will tell you everything. On the drive to and from preschool, or pre-prison as I call it, or the sheep farm as I call it. What's the third one? Think. Anyways, so we listen to music. Usually Tegan said, more like Conformity Academy. Oh yeah, rule of threes at the buzzer. My feet were still off the floor. Counts, okay? Anyway, we always try to be finishing a song right as we pull up. And when I nail it, she says, perfect timing. She also says perfect timing when it ends way too early or late. So I'm not sure if she really has any clue what she's talking about. Half the time, if I'm going long, I'll just turn down the music and say something like, hey, Wes, I wanted to ask you, are you a monkey sailboat? Well, I fast forward 45 seconds. Perfect timing. Oh, and that is perfect timing because that's all I've got to say, and I've got miles of dishes to do before I sleep. All right, that is one more entry into the Daddy blog. Remember to teach your kids to shit in the box. Otherwise, they're going to learn it from somebody else.